Hello to all and welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and we're going to talk about the collective readings here for all astrological signs. Right now it's time to figure out what it is you have learned about previous journeys, previous experiences in your life, because Spirit is saying, as we create a quiet space for ourselves in the next couple weeks, right? Some form of quiet time, some form of journaling time, some form of opportunity to reflect and learn. As we discover what it is that excites us, right? As we follow our bliss, our souls are going to start to sing with joy once again. And that's been kind of stagnant for a while. So I decided to start with I got two new decks here. The Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. And for the collective right now, we have the Page of Cups, kind of waiting to communicate with another or others. The sensitive, open-hearted energy is starting to show back up collectively, thank goodness. But there's still a little bit of moodiness, frustration. Maybe things aren't going as quickly as we wanted, or if this is someone new, there is a new emotional experience, a romantic encounter, or the discussion of invitations or events, which seems about right now. So I clarified that with the Lenormand card by Ciro Marsetti, and you got the Whip or the Broom, or I should say we got the Whip or the Broom. So what is it, or who is it, that I need to sweep away from when it comes to old connections? Because there are new communications coming in for the collective. So I'm glad to see this for people who feel like they've been single forever. If you haven't received kind words and messages from someone, if you're not thinking about previous communication with someone, it could very well be during this week, the end of May going into early June, where we start to feel that open-hearted energy once again. Now, some are being guided to with the expansion card. This is my other new deck. This is the Sacred Spirit Reading Card deck by Anna Stark. So it says, educate your mind and your senses. What is it that brings you bliss besides waiting on someone here to communicate with? I think there's exciting communication that happened or will take place, but there are also people who are just coming in with a pleasure seeker energy to have a good time. So in the thoughts position for the next couple weeks, I feel bringing us all into mid-June of 2021, Spirit right off the bat offered up the Knight of Swords. So there could be many of the collective who either are an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or you're connecting with someone who has that in their chart. Now, the advice spiritually to the collective in the thoughts position is to remain decisive, to choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than in an emotional way. Because I feel like the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpios, they're going into the direction of something they're kind of frustrated about in the next couple of weeks, or somebody's coming towards them. And there's a need to not get caught up in those emotions so much. Oops. So for clarification, I brought in the Lenormand deck next, and we have two different paths, two different directions, two different people, places, circumstances, or situations. So I'm feeling with the card of the consolation energy that someone here is hoping to find out or to communicate with someone about a raise, some form of offer or opportunity to move into a different title, a new department, or a new direction. Now, for some, if this is romance, this card tells me that someone's just waiting for someone else to kind of throw them a bone, to make an offer about a new path, a new direction. And again, Spirit saying with the Knight of Swords energies to the collective, think about how you can handle a situation intellectually and not in an emotional way. Yeah. Because Spirit's saying in the next couple of weeks, if there is that energy of frustration or stubbornness building in within you, the card says, set your heart free. Okay. Speak what you need to say, look at what's on offer, and then set your heart free. Okay, get beyond the obstacles. Obstacles and challenges regarding another or others is bringing great wisdom to the collective. And all we have to do is dig deep and look at, what was that? Do I want that? I know I need to set my heart free. All right, let's go ahead and move into the relationship sector of the circle spread. Hello, Robin. And Robin says, greetings to the rest of the collective. So there's a solution that's needing to be found. And we talked about this yesterday in the Zoomcast in the relationship sector. Okay, so I started out actually with the magician. Now, this could be, if this is creatively and financially, this is definitely the time to manifest when the major arcana, the magician, shows up. For there's a realization here, if you're working on creating something, building something, manifesting, marketing a product, starting your own business, writing a book, there's a realization as we connect with others in the next 2, maybe even the next 2 to 3 weeks, that magic is alive, that I can focus on a solution that's causing me confusion in an intellectual way. I can have a conversation if need be. But what I need to be, what you need, Spirit saying, to be successful is going to manifest for you. Now, if you're single, love will manifest for you if you truly believe in the magic of prayer, right? Just saying to the universe, please provide me with a solution so that I can manifest something greater than I have thus far. So in the relationship sector, the circle spread representing the next 2.5, maybe even the next 3 weeks, this comes down to each of us. So the maze is like the energy of which way do I go? Am I making a mistake? Is this the right person, place, circumstance, situation, or is that? So in relation to another or others, there's definitely a need, Spirit saying, to focus on a solution, right? Some here are hoping to come into commitment partnership or grow into a higher part of yourself where you are manifesting something and recognizing your skills and talents. And you're able to now come into connection with others and make wishes come true because you are manifesting with the magician energy. Now, for some others, if you are dealing with someone here who may be a tad bit manipulative and they're causing you to be unsure in some way, Spirit saying, now's the time to focus on a solution. So this is wanting for some to be someone's sweetheart, someone who's out to have a good time here, hoping that they'll just kind of give you a lot of some form of attention or recognition. So what happens here? Well, in the creative aspects position, it's hard to create something with the emperor, right? Because the emperor has been there, done that. He's been all elements, and he's also been in leadership positions to the point where he is in a position of great authority. This could also be that as we create what it is we're passionate about, so too can we step into a leadership position as soon as we communicate with others what it is we are manifesting. Right? So we got the magician and the emperor right next to each other in the next 2 to 3 weeks for the collective. So let your kundalini rise, right? Have trust and faith in what you know you're good at. Give it a shot. Create something with that sacral chakra. And then with the solar plexus chakra, start to obtain greater wisdom. How can I take what I'm creating and manipulate and add new ideas to it? For that's what is creating this emperor energy within. The more we learn about something that we enjoy, the more we create abundance in many ways, and also obtain some form of wisdom where we can teach others. Okay, so if you're wanting to be a teacher, a leader, a business owner, this is indeed the time. And if you are single, we have the burden card and the waiting, right? So the burden represents, the cross represents burden. Somebody's waiting on a situation, but they're finding it very burdensome by the 3rd week from now. And so Spirit's saying, ignite your passion for life. Logic and organization will increase your success. So take charge of your circumstances, accept a leadership role, and remain structured and disciplined. And maybe that's even a message for someone who hasn't been maintaining their boundaries when it comes to another or others. We get to decide who can come into our path and who cannot. And if we find that we're waiting on someone, but there is no solution, there is no answer, it's by the third week from now where the collective is saying, heck with that. I'm going to focus on what I enjoy, what really brings me peace from within. So when I looked at the actions position by the fourth week from now, hi, Firefly. Oh, back from Florida. Oh, I'm glad to see you're here. You'll have to let me know about your trip. All right. So with the Three of Wands energies, we have the collective being guided to continue to put time and effort into something that is going to evolve successfully in the long term. Okay. But it's about getting excited about putting that effort in, because abundance from past choices or from the choices you are making in the next 4 weeks collectively that are good choices, there will be pride in the success of your labors. So be patient if you're unsure as to what to do next, maybe in connection with someone who you were very passionate about. Because for some, as you release and free yourself from whoever was or whatever was, and slowly but surely followed your passion and put time and effort into deciding what's next in your life, as you are starting to give off a bright, beautiful aura collectively, we have a masculine here with the Lord energy, someone who's in a leadership position, a manager, supervisor, business owner, father figure, and so on, is communicating with another or others via community, society, social media, technology. So I do feel with the past is in the present showing up. It's like the collective is saying, I'm focusing on what I truly enjoy, and I know that my ship is coming in. This could be in love. This could be that by the fourth, going into the fifth week from now, the collective is connected with someone new. Why? Because they gave up a reunion, a desire to unite or reunite with who and or what may have felt like the right person, place, circumstance, situation. In the day-to-day aspects position, there's going to be a spiritual awakening if we can put our passionate energy instead into new goals and intentions and directions and ideas and projects. For this process, this desire to change will help the collective to release what they've been holding on to, realizing that I am now opened to change and I'm going through a spiritual transformation, that as I get tired of waiting on someone here that's causing me confusion, I'm going to unite or reunite with new people and not wait around anymore on what I was. And it's like the second the collective takes their mind off of what was, who caused confusion. And we talked about this yesterday in the Zoom cast. There will be no longer a desire to unite with someone, right? I'm thinking and thinking and thinking about a good time that I had, good conversations and so on, but I'm just sitting here waiting, even by the third week from now. So in the thoughts position, no, emotional aspects position, it's like as soon as you say one thing, then the answer comes. We've got the Queen of Cups energies. So there's definitely a lot of intuitive energy in the emotional aspects position. This is a time to recognize, hey, as I move into the direction of what I want to create with my passionate self, with my journey, I know that I can communicate with others in an intellectual way. And that if they don't offer me what I want regarding a new direction, offer opportunity, I will have the strength to set my heart free. So the Queen of Cups energy is about loving, compassionate, psychic, and for some self-sacrifice, right? It's time to dig deep emotionally. It's okay to care for others, but it's important to take care of yourself as well. That's all about maintaining balance. They're saying trust your intuition right now, because you're going to acknowledge that you are reclaiming your power as soon as you shift your attention or take charge of a situation and instead plan for the long term in your own journey. Again, for many during the end of this month, where we have the Mercury retrograde, it's as we are shining brightly, enjoying our life, letting go of who and or what we wanted to come together or reunite with. all of a sudden somebody shows back up here. Now, so it's either, and for some it's both, I guess. I'm getting a lot of different stories. For some, someone's going to come back to the past because they see that you're doing what you love and you're focused on you. For others, someone's just going to be drawn to for others, we have someone new because someone got tired of waiting around on another. And it's like you can start to open up your loving energy once again. Spirit's saying, follow your heart. Or you'll feel like following your heart, thinking about family and friends by the 4th to the 6th week from now. So I do feel like someone new is coming in. And for many of the collective, like I've been saying, this is indeed a soulmate. We've got the 4-leaf clover energy here. So Spirit's saying, there is something here or someone here that is meant to be. But just remember, claim your power. Remember what you needed to communicate and what you learned about an old connection, a connection that left you feeling alone, right? Sitting in this room by yourself, realizing that you spend more time alone than you do with a person or other people. Now, this could be financially, people working in their own space because of COVID and not being connected, and that's what's causing confusion. So the advice here collectively, when it comes to another or others, especially in the next 2 to 3 weeks, is to focus on a solution, right? Now, if you're hoping to be someone's sweetheart here, because you're thinking about, a good time or, a communication that you had that was fun. If you're finding that you're spending more time alone, especially in the next 2 to 3 weeks than you are with this person, Spirit is really telling whoever those energies are to free yourself from the burden of waiting around. Okay, so for clarification, Spirit's saying we're going to offer up this beautiful magical golden bridge. Thank you, Robin, for letting me know those messages resonated. Hit the target. Spirit's offering up a beautiful magical golden bridge to bridge the collective into a new direction. So it's important to remember that balance will be restored as soon as we start to trust in the magic of what can now be and free ourselves or come up with a solution as to just what isn't working out. Okay, so, some people here are afraid to leave a person, a place, circumstance, situation, place of employment even, but Spirit's really saying now's the time to get excited about change, have a desire to change, because if we sit in that stagnant energy and we don't have a desire to make a change, then change doesn't happen, right? So they're clarifying with the star card energy. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. And the star in the subconscious position is Spirit saying, again, we want to bridge you into a path where balance will be restored. And the star is a major arcana, is Spirit's way of saying, have faith. The future is very bright and your dreams are going to come true. So what is it that not only you're manifesting in the next 2 to 3 weeks, but how are you sharing what you're creating with the world, right? Nobody knows. Everybody wants to buy something, but if you don't know that something is available to purchase, then you won't succeed. So for some, I'm feeling that. And remember, Spirit's saying in the actions position with the 3 of Wands energies, that it's time to plan for the long term. That abundance is going to come through your choices and decisions. And as you communicate with others, if you're single, again, as you share what you enjoy and what really lightens your heart back up, that makes you feel very compassionate again, that's what's going to draw in this lover energy or a passionate situation or something you're passionate about that is meant to be. Wow. So again, the star card says, positive change that brings an end to challenging times. So there's going to actually be the realization of a light at the end of the tunnel because someone got tired of waiting around and then they moved across the bridge. And Spirit's saying, don't bridge yourself back into a situation where you're sitting by yourself. Okay, so this is coming to a personal realization of a pattern, behavior, or cycle. But Spirit's giving the collective the time over here to my left to go into that hermit energy for the next couple weeks, to come out of confusion, to react or act in a way where you're thinking intellectually and not so much with your emotions. Set your heart free. Focus on a solution in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And in the meantime, in the creative aspects position, allow your kundalini to rise, right? Come up with an idea or two. Do something that you are passionate about. For as we obtain wisdom and knowledge at this time, so too can we eventually go out and lead or teach others. There's going to be some form of awakening, like we talked about earlier. We've got the awakening soul, and we've got the awakening card from 2 different decks in the same position. So by the 3rd week from now, many of the collective are going to realize that, wow, I brought an ending to what I thought was the right person, place, circumstance, situation, and now I have a desire to change. The card says a temporary pause for reflection and insight, and awakening where you see things in a whole new light. So embrace that uniqueness, right? Especially in the next 3 weeks. And as you start to open up to change, as you start to maybe share what you're creating, this process, again, is going to help the collective to bring an end to who and or what didn't serve them. So this is such a karmic time, right? If we make negative decisions and repeat unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles, we're going to experience those difficulties maybe for the next 10 years. But if we rise above this and say, okay, I was in connection with this circumstance situation because I was meant to discover something about myself. And for many collectively, it's just about being sensitive, open-hearted, loving, and compassionate. It's like a lot of that energy kind of went away, but Spirit gave us a pause, right, with COVID to take a moment to think so that we can go through an awakening of I can be the leader of my journey. I can free myself from whatever burdens me. I don't need to sit around and wait, but creatively, I can ignite my own passion for life by creating something that is my soul's purpose, that feels right, that I was meant to do. So if you follow Spirit's advice in today's video podcast, collectively, we've got the 10 of Cups. A happily ever after energy, a happy marriage, a happy connection, emotional contentment, a loving relationship with family and friends, raising children wisely and successfully, connecting with people that you now know you can trust. Okay? And then we have the Moon. Spirit saying, listen to your intuition, let go of unnecessary worries and fears, for you are brilliant, talented, independent. There is nothing the collective cannot do at this time. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true, especially now. The need for balance. There's a need for balance here in the area of your profession, your hobbies, gifts, talents, skills, your job, and how you are connecting with others. So when I look at just a couple cards to my right, Spirit saying it's time for critical judgment to create that quiet space, to then share your love and light with others, who you are, what you're manifesting, and know that Spirit's going to help you to, what did that card say? It said, navigate you through distractions, through waiting and feeling burdened, and instead help you to do what you are blissful and happy about. For that will, if this is financially, guide you into the direction of someone in a leadership position. And then you can bring an end to what was and open up now to this awakening spiritual energy, a desire to change, and then planning for the long term and connecting with new people and thinking very happily and fulfilled. So it's about making big decisions now, even if it's just starting a painting, and then maybe taking a picture of that painting and putting a dollar sign on it and creating your own Amazon channel where people can Google paintings and yours pops up. Okay, so this is a really exciting time if you can let go of whatever is burdening you, because we got release, letting go, following your passion, and going through a very spiritual union, spiritual awakening as we create something new. This could be a new direction, a new home, a new location, a second house, however that may apply to you. You're very welcome, Firefly. Hello, Mom DeLorean. Thank you. Mom DeLorean says wonderful messages, so I know I'm doing a good job. When I looked at the bottom of this card, Actually, I shuffled this deck and I laid it aside, and I wasn't going to maybe use it, but I thought this is something Spirits is confirming. It's very important that you follow your bliss right now. And, educate your mind and your senses, because that's what's going to help you to start to feel happy again, right? Anytime we start something new, it's very exciting. So Spirit's saying, start now and know that eventually you're going to grow through the energies of this lotus, right? That comes out of the ground into the air, and you're going to rise above in decision. As you communicate intellectually and not so much emotionally, as you rise above and follow your bliss to a higher level of peace, joy, and happiness, so too will you start to walk forward with grace and set your heart free. So look at, we have these things, both in the relationship sector of the circle spread. The Magician card and believe in magic. If you're confused about a commitment, partnership, contract that you've been in connection with, Spirit's saying focus on a solution, right? So Spirit's really saying it's an important time for the collective to do the right thing, to know that we can create whatever we want in our lives. We just need to put time and effort in, follow our bliss, believe in the magic, that a magic is going to abound in our lives one way or another if we follow Spirit's advice day to day. So in the creative aspects position, see, there's a lot here about mending bridges. We can't cross that bridge if it's broken. Maybe there's this process involves, saying, I'm sorry. Okay. I've been feeling burdened and I'm waiting on a situation that's preventing me from allowing me to follow my bliss, to find and reignite my passion for life. So if there's a burdened energy here, Spirit's saying, create a way to mend bridges, to let go of that burden so that you can get back to that structured, disciplined energy of the Emperor, so that you can create or accept a new role. Okay, so for some, they're saying you need to mend something when it comes to connections with others if you're feeling burdened, but to put your passion into what you do, expect a miracle. Oh my gosh. This is in the actions position. So they're saying, as you set goals and meet goals with the Three of Wands energies, as you put time and effort in, either for the long term and or you already have put a lot of time and effort in, your ship is coming in. And Spirit's saying, expect miracles to happen. Now, someone may come back that you're not even thinking of around the 4th or 5th week from now. Could be an old boss. Could be that you share what you're creating with others, and all of a sudden you're in some form of leadership position. Or again, someone sees that you're creating miracles in your life and they want to talk to you. Someone may come to you and say, wow, I saw you on whatever app and what you're marketing, or you look really nice. And then there's an opportunity to mend bridges. But Spirit's saying, think about, do I want to unite or reunite, or do I want to make a change and release? So that's what this next 3 weeks is going to be about. It's about taking time to hermit, then awaken, and then make a decision of who and or what is the right path for me, the right person for me. For I'm going to reclaim my power and observe. Now, for some, emotionally, as you are rising above, you're going to start to see more messages from Spirit. In other words, things are going to start to kind of fall into place. And Spirit's saying they're going to feel like almost deep psychic insights. Trust your intuition, because someone here has been guided to you, and there's a guardian angel saying we're sending someone to you. So just remain loving and compassionate. Maintain your boundaries regardless. But watch for signs and synchronicities if this is in love, or if you're creating something and everything starts to feel as though it's flowing great. Watch for signs of confirmation, right? Everything will feel right if it's meant to be. So in the subconscious position, we have simplify your life, right? I've been sitting here by myself, lonely, contemplating which path, which direction should I go? I could go into the direction of ending up sitting by myself again for a long period of time, or I can accept Spirit's offer of the Star card as a major arcana. I can Recognize that as I have faith, the future is brightening, that dreams really can come true, that positive changes will bring an end to challenging times in my life where I'm no longer sitting alone, but I'm realizing not only a new direction, a wish come true, or some form of hope that I didn't have before. Spirit is saying with the soul fragment energy, you'll know when balance is restored, right? As you follow your bliss and focus on a solution when it comes to what isn't working or what doesn't feel right. For some, this is just about mending bridges and trusting that as you do, there's going to be a beautiful magic of great miracles. So they're saying if you have an issue with someone and you're waiting for love, or you're waiting for a financial offer to come in, or you're waiting for success when it comes to your business, it's very important that you step beyond the burdens of some form of discontentment here and mend and heal whatever's burdening you so that you can create in a very structured and disciplined way where you want to go towards next. Okay, so in the day-to-day aspects position, we have cherish yourself. I thought this was the right person, place, circumstance, situation, soulmate. But now I am able to release. Day to day, I am recognizing that I am an awakening spirit. I now have a desire to change. I cherish myself. And I know that as I bring one circumstance, situation, or person to an end, that there will definitely be new beginnings. So I can heal by releasing situations and people that I know is holding me back. So we have spiritual transformation and awakening, a desire to change because one is cherishing themselves. How are we cherishing ourselves? Well, we found something that we enjoy and we're following our bliss. And we realize that our thoughts are getting better. That your heart is able to now be set free because you are putting your passionate attention into whatever your long-term abundance means to you. So expect miracles. Signs and synchronicities will come as you follow your bliss, and you'll start to cherish yourself more to the point where your heart is open and you'll be able to mend old connections or step beyond the burden of waiting around for someone who causes some form of confusion here. So in the inner strengths position, Mom DeLorean, thank you so much. And I feel the same. I'm so grateful that you're here. Looking at school, a second BA or certified program. All right. Well, if you'd like me to do a reading about that, just go ahead and click on the $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and remind me of your sun sign. And for those of you who don't know, that is your horoscope sign. And it's during this live video podcast where I will do a 1-question reading that covers the next month for just a $10 donation or more. All right. So in the inner strengths position, we have starting fresh. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. I am shining like the sun, and part of me wants to continue to go into the direction of that feel-good energy. I know I need to start fresh. That caution is needed, but I know that I will have the strength of the 8 of Cups. I will have the strength to move on. I will have the strength to seek more from life than what I am currently experiencing. I am moving into the direction of a spiritual quest of doing something that I truly enjoy. And I'm going to know that spirits give me the strength to make big life changes. For some, this is just a change in your priorities. I'm not going to sit here and wait any longer. I'm going to take action steps. I'm going to communicate. I'm going to follow my bliss. I'm going to open my heart because I know that Spirit's saying that the more I cherish myself and simplify my life, the more I believe that magic comes, right? Like cause and effect. As I put time and effort into something, so too do I receive abundance tenfold back. Okay, so some may be thinking about leaving home, moving somewhere else, and Spirit's giving you the strength to do so. Now, if there is someone here who just is afraid to let go of the attention and recognition you've been receiving, Spirit is giving you the strength, remember, day to day, to make changes by releasing who and or what may have left you feeling alone or lonely. All right. Yeah, look at that on the bottom of the deck. We have awakening ancient wisdom. So we have deep inner knowing. A deep inner knowing is emerging within me in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm becoming stronger. I can stand firm as I allow my light to illuminate out into the world. As I reveal my radiance, I start to cherish the person God made me or spirit made me into. I'm going to trust my intuition that I can give birth to something, and that the abundant universe, as I cultivate this prosperity, will be pouring into my life, that I will see signs and synchronicities by the 4th to the 6th week from now, and will start to soar into energies of great joy. For I'm going to realize that as I simplified my life, as I cleared up these branches, right, I broke through the barriers that were holding me back from manifesting my dreams. My dreams are coming true. I'm emerging into grace. And I'm exceeding even my own expectations because I looked deeper at the beautiful gem that is planted within me. And now, as I go with the flow in a new direction, I can recognize that my heart is finally open to love. So there's a real karmic message here about giving, caring, providing, supporting, lifting up, donating, helping others, because there's going to be a karmic result that comes along, especially to those of you who need to let go of the fear of, well, what if I got a lot of attention and now, and I was content, Spirit's telling me to move on, but I am fearful. I'm fearful, but I know I have divine will, that I can set my heart free and focus instead on a solution in the relationship sector. My balance will be restored as I ignite my own passions, as I go day to day into what I enjoy doing. I will be able to reclaim my mind emotionally and recognize the signs that someone new is coming, or something you're passionate about is exactly what you were meant to do. And intuitively, it's going to make you stronger. Okay. Looking at a school. Okay. So, yeah, I am going to close unless anyone has a question you'd like to ask before we're done here. I'm going to close with the, you know what? I'm being guided over here to the, whoa, yes, I am. Archangel Gabriel deck by Doreen Virtue. So Gabriel is jumping out because that angel helps to get us motivated. And that's exactly what Spirit's saying. Look at this. I don't even know where this card came from. I really don't. But Spirit's saying it's time to embark on an adventure. Travel, move, see, go, learn, research. Savor the wonders of the world, and your heart will open in the next month. All right, so closing message, please. Most importantly, for those who have attended today, please clarify these messages covering the next month, bringing us into and through the end of June of 2021. Whoa, okay, wow, these cards are going crazy. All right, so agent or manager. Is there something you need to know in connection to an agent, a manager? Are you wanting that position? Spirit saying again, remain open-hearted because new emotional experiences, events, invitations will come. Follow your bliss. So your work expands as you partner with a professional. So maybe some of you have partnered with someone or you're thinking about it this week. And Spirit saying, remember, you have the strength to decide, is this what I want or not? Is this who I want to partnership with or not? Robin, whoop, whoop. All right. And in the thoughts position, we have detox time. And that was in the same position yesterday during the live podcast. So detox, set your heart free. See only beauty and grace in life. If someone just kind of doesn't give you exactly what you want, remain open to different doorways. Remember to that events will move kind of quickly here by the second week from now, again, bringing you into the first week or two of June. And it is important to choose intellectual responses to these challenges rather than emotional ones. And as you do, you're going to, again, release your body or your mind from toxins and feel like you have risen above an issue, right? You focused on a solution where there was confusion, or that's what Spirit's saying in the next 2.5 weeks in relation to another or others. Believe in the magic as you create time management, right? As you focus on your priorities, like we talked about before, place your priorities at the top of your to-do list and don't allow distractions to affect your journey. And we talked about that as well earlier. So day to day, have you been thinking about teaching others or taking a class? Yes. By the third week from now, I think the burden of waiting around on making this decision to be the leader of life, Spirit saying you're going to feel the energies to ignite your passion for life. It's going to come through learning or teaching, or there's a realization here in the creative aspects position by the third week from now that this was all a part of my higher calling. I thought about taking a class, and now I'm going to bring an end to waiting. Waiting is the burden. So in the actions position, we have express your inner truth. All right. Your creative work shines brightest when it reflects your genuine feelings and thoughts. I don't know if some of you have looked at acrylic paintings on YouTube. It is amazing how they mix it with certain chemicals and it all splits and does all these crazy things. I've been thinking about doing that. I also just got a wood burner. So, it's about trying different ideas, knowing what you want to get up and work towards or do. That's your inner truth. And don't be afraid to share your goals and intentions or what you're manifesting with others. Because remember, the Three of Wands is in the actions position. As you're working on something, you're us. We do not see it coming. It just shows, or someone does from the past. I do have fire energy there at the Three of Wands, Sagittarius or Leo, or they have that in their chart for some of you. So we have energies of great inspiration emotionally, because not only are we recognizing that what we are passionate about or who is indeed a path or a connection that was meant to be, and that you can now receive energies of inspiration and reclaim your thoughts. Right? Spirit saying your idea is divinely inspired at this time, so take action accordingly to put it into motion. Remember, not only are you going to enjoy following your bliss, but this process will help you to rise above indecision and actually bring you into an energy of feeling very detoxified, right? Believing in the magic that you can have a higher paying position or owning your own business, that you can teach classes or take classes. And as you do these things, as you acknowledge your truth in this process, so too will you see signs from Spirit that are going to inspire you, that are going to confirm what you've been thinking. So in the subconscious position, we have journaling, like I talked about earlier. Okay, so maybe Spirit is saying to some of the collective, definitely sit and think about, and I feel like it should be this way because that's the way it looks to me. Think about what you're working on or towards subconsciously, especially in the next 2 to 3 weeks, right? We have the hermit energy of kind of contemplating, shining a light on the pathway in the direction we want to go. So take some time in the next couple of weeks to turn this chair in towards the table and to work on something that you want to know more about. For that process will help for a doorway to open. That process will bring harmony and balance in your life. That process will start to give you a lot of hope and faith and the realization of what it is you are wishing for. So we're freeing our mind from the junk and are now being guided, Spirit saying, to make a new wish come true. For as you have faith in the future becomes bright. Our dreams come true. So it's very important as we connect with others and follow our bliss to believe in the magic of what we are creating, to take time for an hour or two each day to work on a hobby, gift, talent, skill, product, idea, whatever, and not allow anyone to distract you. All right. This is Spirit saying is a part of simplifying not only your life, but your mind. So today in the release position, we have a writer's group. I saw this yesterday as well. So it says create or join a writer's group. Gain inspiration, because we see inspiration will be found here by the 4th to the 6th week from now collectively. You also gain friendships and new support. So there will be the realization that you need to release certain people, places, and circumstances. And where's my other card? Make a change. So there's a very strong spiritual awakening for the collective that, hey, I'm going to take these classes. I'm going to learn these things. I'm going to start a writer's group. I'm going to connect with certain people. I'm going to acknowledge the truth of who I am, because Spirit's telling me right now, if I believe in the magic of what I want to create and manifest, I'm going to see signs that clarify that emotionally by the 4th to the 6th week from now. And I'm going to feel very inspired enough to go through this spiritual transformation. In other words, to take my heart from being closed off and unhappy and negative thoughts to happy thoughts and excitement when it comes to planning for your future. So there's a realization here that what you are working on brings on energies of perfectionism. Okay, so polishing your project is fine, but Spirit's saying don't get lost in it. Work will expand as you partner and connect with others via classes. Again, some form of group, writing, drawing, painting, whatever your truth is, who you were sent to this earth to be remembered for. So in the inner strengths position, we have pay attention to your dreams. We just talked in yesterday's Zoom cast about someone who had a dream. She never had dreams. And then the person that she was a connection with had a dream. And then she had a dream. And when we pulled a card, the example of what she saw in the dream was on the card. So it was just a phenomenal proof that Spirit is trying to reach out and lift us up. So for many, pay attention to your dreams. Go into the direction where you can start fresh, because it is indeed time to move on for many of the collective. And caution is needed. Maybe someone doesn't want to let you go, or you don't want to let go. But Spirit's saying with the Divine Will card, you have the ability to let go of your fears, especially at this time. Yeah. So divine timing is going to, in the next couple of weeks, guide people to connect, talk, communicate with a specific person, and they're going to think about making certain changes. There's a realization and awakening regarding, again, a class, a group, and a desire to take the time to either journal, plan, or research something. And there's like a bit of a pause, but it's the awakening in itself is kind of shocking. Oh my gosh, I tried something I want to do and it worked out. And now I've got the 10 of Cups energies here. Look at that. I have fulfillment. I now feel loving, compassionate energy for myself. I'm feeling very psychic. I'm seeing signs, or I'm having dreams of deep psychic insights. I'm starting to be able to care for others, but at the same time, I won't lose myself. I can trust in my intuition at this time. And I know that what's coming is a deep love having to do with family and friends, because Spirit is guiding me to follow my heart. And if I need to speak my truth, I need to do it in an intellectual way, not an emotional way. I need to mend bridges so that I can cross that bridge. Okay. Firefly, Leo Sun, just a general for the month. Okay, and thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop. All right, so let's look for Firefly at the Game of Thrones Tarot. So dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless Firefly with clearly defined messages regarding the next month. General reading. Career and finance, love and romance, spiritual guidance. Interesting. So we have an emperor. Now this could be a father figure, grandfather figure. This could be you, where Spirit's saying you're starting to feel more in control of your empire. You could be connecting in the next week or two with someone who has Aries in their chart or someone who's in a leadership position. Now, in the thoughts position, we have the 10 of coins energies. Oh my goodness. So this could be thinking about traditional stuff, family. This could be thinking about moving into the direction of this emperor, this leader, this business owner, manager, whoever, and you're hoping that you're going to be receiving great abundance by the second week from now. So in the relationship sector of the circle spread, we have the Page of Cups. So there is a desire to reach out, connect, communicate with another, and or a hope that they will reach out and communicate to you. Spirit saying, remember, magic is alive in the collective's lives right now. What you need to find success will manifest if you truly believe you can do it. So you may be a bit unsure about your priorities or the creation of something in your life. I feel like you're going to be receiving kind words and messages, maybe a financial offer from this person, or beautiful communication here by the next 2.5 weeks. Now, this could be that you connect with someone who has Aries in their chart. And Spirit saying, remember, the communication may be small, or the offer may be small, or something hasn't quite grown yet in the relationship sector, but know that magic is going to be abounding in your life. So creatively, it's kind of like, do I know what I'm creating? I need to apply my imagination, or I'm just conflicted in general. So Spirit's saying with these cards, what is it that you feel that you're waiting around on regarding the cross, which is burden? So you got the Emperor above and the Emperor below. Spirit saying logic and organization is what's going to increase your success. It's time to take a class or mend bridges, heal rifts, because you are the light in a situation. Maybe there's someone here that's closed off in your life with the Emperor energy, and you're hoping that family and friends and people will come together. Spirit is saying again, choose an intellectual response to the challenges rather than an emotional one. Sudden or expected changes, review your options carefully. So I do feel like an offer can come to you, an emotional, kind message, a fulfilling message, and you're going to start to believe in the magic of something in the area of relationships. So there is a lot of confusion here about, I think, mending bridges. And I think Spirit with the 7 of Cups energies is saying, listen to your intuition, pray to Spirit for answers, follow your heart, for you are a mender. And as you help to heal things, others are going to see that you're putting that time and effort in. So in the actions position of the circle spread, we have the Knight of Coins energies. So this is connecting with someone regarding money or things of the material. Again, this could be someone who has maybe Earth in their chart, but I'm feeling it's more about money. I see an offer here in relation to someone in the next 2.5 weeks, and then I see indecision here, and either confusion or fantasy, or a need to mend bridges. So yeah, someone may be dragging their feet. But the past comes back in the present, slowly but surely, because I think if this is a need to communicate, kind words and messages are going to help to mend bridges, even if you don't believe so. Okay, so in the emotional aspects position, see, there's an observation here that, oh my gosh, there's equal give and take. There's communication back and forth. That my idea was indeed divinely guided. And now I'm seeing messages. I'm receiving messages that I'm very passionate about, that are helping me to open up my loving and compassionate heart, where I can reclaim my mind and journal how I worked through this. Yeah. So in the subconscious position, at least for the next 2 to 3 weeks, kind of like the same collective energy we talked about. With the major arcana of the hangman, this is about looking at things from every perspective, taking your time until you find clarity, waiting patiently until you can cross a bridge into the direction of balance. Again, Spirit's saying also to you, simplify your life, have faith that your future is going to be bright, and trust in prayer with the hanged man energies. That someone may be closed off, but that eventually in relation to another, as you mend bridges, come up with creative ways to communicate, I think so too eventually Spirit's going to help for something to work out, for someone to finally come forward. So in the day-to-day aspects position, we have this fear of someone offering an empty cup of love. There is confusion, and Spirit again is saying now is a time to learn something new, to teach something, to ignite passion in your life instead of waiting on or thinking about a burden. In your inner strengths position, we have the 7 of spears. So see, Spirit's giving you the strength to not fight a battle anymore, to recognize that you have risen above this, and now you can go into and through a new direction behind you. You can walk away. And Spirit's saying, with the divine will energy, Spirit's giving you the strength of fear. Pay attention to your dreams. Start afresh. For new beginnings will start as soon as you move on. As soon as you choose to make life big changes or a change in your priorities, so too will you eventually receive communication from someone who's in a leadership position and or someone who is a tad bit cold or closed off. They will come, but the quicker we free our mind and let go of that which is negative, the quicker the results come if we treat it with an open heart. So we've got the King of Spears energies. This could again be someone who's in a leadership position, father figure, grandfather figure, someone who has their things they do day to day. They're very structured, organized, and passionate about accomplishing things. So someone may come towards you by around the 4th or 5th week from now, who has fire in their chart, Sagittarius or Leo, or they're just, this could even be you, very passionate about what you're working on or towards, and turn into a well-oiled machine. And the result of that is with the 9 of Cups, the realization that your wishes are indeed coming true, that you can celebrate with family, or even just celebrate for yourself. All right, so I'm going to close by bringing in the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue, and then Aries Dawn 1111. Thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and shuffle the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Closing message for Firefly, please. 2 of Thought. Yeah. See, indecision, feeling stuck, unsure of the decisions that you can make, and Spirit just guided you through that. The card says your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward. You have multiple options that you're reviewing, or you will if you follow Spirit's advice. Think about profession, the priorities you're putting into the manifestation of classes or new communication. Journal a communication and wait. You have, let's see, you feel as though for some reason you're unable to choose from the multiple options of something here. So ask your angels for signs as to what direction to take, or just listen to your own deep inner voice. For deep down, you're going to know what you need to do about a situation that you're waiting on. So Spirit's saying give yourself time, just like the Emperor and the Awakening card, in the next 2 to 3 weeks to review and contemplate. Recognize how far you have come in your life, what you have accomplished, because Spirit's saying you've accomplished a lot and you have much to be proud of. So it's just kind of important now to decide what is next in my life. Yeah. So you can stop being so hard on yourself. Again, they're telling you, just like the collective, it's a time for creativity and abundance, working together with others, and eventually moving into a new path in love, or a path of great fulfillment. So as you find your own fulfillment, just like they're saying to the collective, as you follow your bliss, so too will you be able to detox your mind. As you create priorities for yourself, maybe journal those things, take a class, create a class, but follow your inner truth. You're going to receive a lot of inspiration by the 4th to the 6th week from now, and you're going to see more clearly a journey ahead or a connection. So remember, it's time to channel your knowledge and wisdom. What have I learned about myself and others at this time? And then to create a space where you can work on your priorities, do what you love, and then just act when you connect with others with care. For you will be able to navigate through any toxic energy in your mind. You will be guarded by Spirit, and eventually you will resolve this issue. So it may take about 4 to 6 weeks for you to see what you want from a situation that was clouding your mind. But they're saying as soon as you start something new and follow your heart and create something day to day that inspires you or others, that healing energy is going to not only affect you, but those who are in connection with you. Okay, Aries Dawn. Thanks for my recent reading. It was great. You are very welcome. Phyllis, did you get to cancel yet? Not quite sure of that message. Oh, you're very welcome, Firefly. Proud of my life. Just got home yesterday, ready to start a new beginning. Thank you, Spirit. And you know, that's what travel does. It really gives us a bird's eye view, right? The big picture view of, okay, that's where I'm living over there. That is my experience over there. And now I am back. I get to really see clearly what I learned and now how I can raise myself into a journey that is just much more fulfilling than I've ever experienced before. So Aries Dawn, career advice, please. Just offered a new job with a new company. Congratulations. But are unsure if I should stay where I'm at or take a new position. Oh my goodness, is this not what we've been talking about? And thank you guys for the thumbs up. This is exactly what Spirit's saying. It's time to start fresh. It's time to release, understanding that endings bring new beginnings. And that now is a time to awaken your spirit, to be open to the desire to change. Yeah, there may be a little bit of waiting here, but Spirit's saying believe in the magic of what you are manifesting. For eventually a solution will come, I think emotionally as well, by the next couple weeks. You are correct, by the way. Oh, thank you. And thank you for the compliment. All right. Many blessings to you. And Firefly says many blessings to everyone else as well. All right. Let's go ahead and look at the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland for Aries Dawn's reading. Aries Dawn, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels. I guess I asked what sign. I'm assuming you're an Aries. No, let's see. Cancer yet. Okay. So Phyllis, what we are doing today is we're going over a big circle spread that represents the collective energy during the next month. It's all about detoxing our mind, realizing that we can create magic. We can now open our heart as long as we know what it is we are hoping, wishing, and praying for. There needs to be a spiritual transformation as we create new classes or ideas for ourselves, where we can acknowledge that as we release and let go of old situations that needed to end, so too will we begin to see new beautiful beginnings. This isn't about perfectionism. It's about just following your bliss. and journaling, maybe even so, as you are connecting with others, how your ship has come in by the 4th week from now. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. Yes, Aries, Venus in Aqua. Okay. Aquarius. So let's go ahead and go again. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Spirit Guides and Angels for Aries Dawn. Please provide Aries Dawn with clearly defined messages regarding this new financial opportunity, and the next month. Okay, wow. Right off the bat, they offered you this card. So 6 represents success. And Spirit saying all you need to do right now is imagine letting go of your old experiences, circumstance, situation into the river that will eventually go out into the ocean. Sweep away from any worries and fears. Follow your bliss. For your work is going to expand in some way as you connect with a professional who can help you in the next week or two. So Spirit is saying, educate your mind with number 16 here in the Sacred Spirit reading card. Educate your mind by obtaining more wisdom if need be. For there's a new emotional experience here, and Spirit saying, follow your bliss. Let go of old thoughts, feelings, emotions, people, places, circumstances. By the 2nd week from now, you're going to be thinking, thank goodness I have sacrificed muddy waters and gone into the direction of blue skies and rainbows. I can now release toxins from my mind, my body, worries and fears. For I am recognizing that through an offer or opportunity, a new doorway that I am rising above and can set my heart free. Okay. If there is communication, if you need questions answered in the next couple days, couple weeks, Spirit saying there will be, it'll feel like things are happening very quickly, basically. And again, they're saying, remember to choose to respond intellectually, not emotionally, right? This is all about business type energy in the next couple weeks. Interesting. That card isn't from here. All right. Well, I'm going to bring it up. This card was in the wrong deck, and Spirit is saying with the Romance Angel deck by Doreen Virtue, now's the time to love yourself first. Your self-respect is what's drawing others towards you. Oh, so that is what that's all about, is I am sacrificing what no longer serves me. And I'm very proud because I'm realizing that I'm heading into the direction of something better, that my self-respect is what's making this offer come to me, become attracted into my journey. Okay, so in the relationship sector, the circle spread, Spirit saying, have hope. It may very well be between the 12th and the 17th of June of 2021, where as you connect to another or others, you start to feel very hopeful. Okay, and again, Spirit saying, believe in the magic. True magic is abundant in the lives of those who are trying to manifest. What you need to be a success will manifest if you truly believe in the magic that Spirit's trying to help you to go towards. All right, so there. In the creative aspects position by the 3rd week from now, look at that. Spirit's saying you're going to start to recognize that what you have created was a blessed path. It was meant to be. With the number 3, the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Spirit has helped to line this up for you. And you're going to recognize and almost like feel humble by the 3rd week from now because of the attention, the recognition, and the rewards that are coming your way. Yeah. Regarding someone who's in a leadership position with the Emperor energy and the Kundalini rising, I am grounded, I am growing, I am acknowledging that I have now been able to, through my actions, free myself from the burden of waiting. I can now ignite my passion in a new direction with new connections and realize the passion I have for life once again. So this is all about that spiritual awakening that is happening for the collective as well. Now, in your actions position, the number 5 represents obstacles and challenges, all right? Conflict and defeat. So they're saying it is important that you plan for the future. It is important that you understand that your creative work shines when you follow your genuine feelings and thoughts, when you trust that the time and effort has definitely brought your ship in. So I think the whole process of the wisdom that's coming your way from someone in a leadership position via a group of people and so on. It is helping you to be freed from this negative energy here. So wisdom is coming if you will go after what it is you want to create for yourself. Recognize the recognition and attention that comes, because that's part of a sign that you are indeed meant to be hopeful and trust in the magic, let go of what was, and sacrifice what used to be. So in the emotional aspects position, oh my, we've got temptation here. I don't know if you're single or you're with someone, but it could very well be, and I've been seeing this happen a lot, that you move into the direction that is a direction that is very lucky. As you feel the lover energy that you are passionate about this new direction, and you start to recognize not only energies of great inspiration, feeling more inspired, but you're starting to acknowledge messages from spirit as though something here was meant to be. And so what happens as a result, you find yourself very comforted, feeling and thinking via your intuition, knowing that this was meant to be. Now, there could be a temptation in this new direction, or emotionally you're feeling tempted to sacrifice your current circumstances. But Spirit's saying, write down what it is you're conflicted about. Cross that off and replace it with communication. If there are any last questions you have, maybe you want to have a second interview and go see your office space and see and meet people. You know, this is your journey and you get to create it however you want. You get to obtain the wisdom and knowledge that you want. So you may find a situation that's very emotionally tempting also as you move into a new direction, this new offer, this new job by the 4th to the 6th week from now. So I'm getting like, as you sacrifice what was on the 12th, then we have around the 15th, some form of temptation. And then all of a sudden there comes this magical hope in the relationship sector. So you moved emotionally into the direction of that which is tempting here. And hopefully you're taking action to clear yourself from inner conflict. Because as you put time and effort into your creative work, into what you're doing day to day, your work is going to shine brightly because it reflects your feelings and thoughts. And that's why Spirit's saying take action to cleanse yourself from worries and fears. Don't see the situation as something that's tempting, but that you are unsure of. Because here Spirit's saying, as you connect with others, there's going to be hope. So believe in the magic in the next 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 weeks. So in the subconscious position, thumbs up, done. Thanks, Liberty. Spirit saying, as you pour your heart into a number one path, a brand new path, it might be fun to journal. I took a chance. I moved into this direction, and all of a sudden, I'm starting to feel emotionally inspired, or as though I can inspire others via my ideas. So I'm journaling what is transpiring for me and how I can free myself from worries or conflict. Yeah, because day to day, Spirit's saying, move on. We have a 6 above another 6 and Spirit on the bottom with a 3. So they're saying it is time to move on, right? It is time to release, like the collective. It's time to run through those fields into the direction of the new. Endings are going to lead you to beautiful new beginnings. And yeah, this whole process day to day is going to involve the need to release situations or people. But Spirit's saying they are holding you back. Okay, it's time to cherish yourself. as this new path begins, with hope in your heart and the belief in the magic of what is transpiring for you. Yeah. Because see, in your inner strengths position, you have the trapped in fear card, the number 8. You know, so with this card, Spirit's saying, we're going to give you the strength to not feel trapped in fear. Look at this. We're giving you the strength of divine will. The card says, let go of fear. Educate your mind and your senses. Come out of inner conflict. For the past efforts, right? Your past choices is indeed bringing you abundance, and you're going to have pride and success of all your efforts by the 4th week from now, as long as you take action to free yourself from conflicting thoughts. The conflicted thoughts are keeping you trapped or stuck. Pay attention to your dreams. For Spirit saying, we're going to give you the strength to realize with the faux energy that you have brought upon yourself attention, recognition, and feel good energy. The advice here, and Spirit's giving you the strength to start fresh. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. So Spirit is also saying with the number 8, it is indeed time to walk away. We're giving you the strength to move on, to seek more from life than what you have already previously experienced. So it's time for a spiritual quest. It's time to choose to make big life decisions. It's time to change up your priorities and to leave what was. Start afresh. We're giving you the strength to start afresh, to let go of fear that is keeping you trapped or stuck. Spirit saying, sacrifice what is in your mind that is negative for this whole detoxification process is going to help for you to eventually move on and let things flow in a way that brings you great hope. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, if you move in this new direction, your hope, your positive thoughts are indeed going to bring you attention and recognition and the realization that you have manifested a beautiful new path. So believe in the magic. I'm just waiting to see if I'm being guided anywhere else. All right. So I'm going to close with the daily guidance from your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue for Aries Dawn. You're very welcome for your other reading. Let your past go. It's time to go. Oh my gosh. All right. These cards jumped. I'm going to just stop for a minute. The first card that jumped out is Let Your Past Go. Unbelievable. The card says, the burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set the burden down. Keep only the lessons of love and leave everything else behind, right? Keep only what it is you've learned that you enjoy and continue to follow your bliss forward. You don't need what was and now it's gone. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you may be physically moving and Spirit, like going in a new direction, and Spirit saying, yes, indeed, it's time to go. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues of your life. So see the beauty within each sunset day to day, knowing that it will rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of new beginnings. So that's in the day-to-day aspects position as well. All you have to do is love and accept yourself and know that you deserve to move into the direction of new relationships. And like I said, you may be connecting with someone, a friend, a manager, regarding relationship by the 4th to the 6th week from now. And the card says your primary relationship is with yourself and with Spirit. And every other relationship flows after that. So to attract, to heal, or to balance out a relationship, snuggle more closely with Spirit. As you feel safe and loved within, so too shall those around you bloom and prosper. Good evening, Liberty. All right. You're very welcome, Aries Dawn. Very, very welcome. So remember, we're in a moment of pause for the next couple weeks to hermit, to reflect, to contemplate, and then we're going to all go through a very spiritual transformation, an awakening. So after a temporary pause for reflection and insight, many are going to start to see things in a new light. So embrace your uniqueness. We are all special in our own way. Give to, care for, provide others, walk someone across the street. It's a very karmic time to help others as we take shelter, as we think about, yes, indeed, it's time to sacrifice what doesn't serve me. It's time to let go of the past and to go into the future. For that's where relationships, and for many, new relationships, soulmate relationships begin. Okay, but someone's fearing the temptation of a new beginning or person or situation, or they're fearing letting go. And that's what Spirit's saying. Free yourself from the fear that's holding you back and use divine will. For your actions are going to lead you to a path whereby your ship is coming in. Be proud of your work. Many energies of inspiration is coming your way. Watch for signs and synchronicities, for that will be confirmation that you are indeed making the right decision. Remember, on the bottom of this deck, we have embarking on an adventure for the collective. So this is seeing the big picture, seeing the many wonders of the world, opening ourselves up to different avenues and different opportunities, different projects or skills at this time. New opportunities, the time has come. So Spirit's saying, acknowledge the truth in the next couple of weeks, and whatever helps to make your light shine, there will be spiritual connections with people and triumphant success. There's going to be the realization here for you as well, Aries Dawn, where you're going to be looking out at what you've manifested, realizing material and spiritual prosperity has come your way. That the more strong you became, the closer and more quickly you stepped into a path of great harmony. So Spirit's saying it's time indeed to move forward in a positive way. And know that your decisions will lead you out of that worry, that fear, the entrapment of oneself. All right. Would anyone else like a personal reading before I close? So I'm going to close with the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please close or provide us with a closing message, especially for those who are here today in the live video podcast. Please provide us with a description of the overall energy and or spiritual guidance for the next month. Oh my gosh! Letting go. How many times we talk about that today? Where did I see that other card? Look at this. Letting go and moving on. If you have a question about this regarding your own personal journey, you're worried about it, you don't believe that the blessings and the magic are waiting ahead, the success of a new path that is blessed, write me at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com, and I will give you a message you can download and keep and listen to day to day that will give you the strength to do just this. The card says, releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be very liberating. Your angels will help you to let go so that you can fly higher than you have ever been before. So you see, endings will always herald new beginnings. So fear not. Choose to allow whatever situation is in front of you and choose to allow the situation to lead you into the direction of a much more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. Open your heart and make a decision. For Spirit is helping the collective to manifest their dreams by starting out with or by walking with energies of intuition and insight. Time for you to step up and be a leader in your path. And if you follow Spirit's advice, you will see very clearly that you are headed in the direction you were meant to go. There's a lot of inspiring energy that's going to show up, along with signs and synchronicities by the 4th to the 6th week from now, where you will finally see clearly situations that are better, both in the area of career and finance, and also for many in the area of love. All right. So thank you guys so much for stopping by, for all your shares, your likes and subscribes. For those of you who don't know, I do offer 4 1/2-hour video readings, and they are a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, or yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I am still offering the spring special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. I'm so proud to say that those who've tried the spring reading special have come back. 80 to 90% people have returned, and they now come to me for month-to-month readings. You've provided me with beautiful comments in the comment section as to how these messages are resonating for many of you. Thank you to those of you who come to me for readings and who follow up those readings with those emails that explain to me how these messages help to guide you into that path, once again, of peace, joy, and happiness. You're very welcome, Aries Dawn. I appreciate you as well. So I hope to see you guys again next week. Take care, and God bless.